Here we'll solve a quadratic equation with several variables. Let's look at our helpful hint. Think of the equation being written as ay squared plus by plus c equals 0. The quantities for a, b, or c may contain variables. Use the quadratic formula to solve for y. Here's our quadratic equation that we want to solve, and our helpful hint tells us to think of the equation in this form. And if we do that, we can see that a is 5, b, instead of being just a number, is the expression 2b, and c is equal to the term on the end, 6w. I'm going to put these expressions into the quadratic formula in order to solve for y. And first we'll just write the general quadratic formula. Our equation is in terms of y, so we have y equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Now substituting these into the formula, negative b, I'll have negative 2b plus or minus the square root of b squared, and again b is 2b, so 2b squared, minus 4 times a is 5 times c is 6w. All over 2 times a, or 5. Now that we've substituted the terms in, we're going to simplify this as much as possible. And under the radical, 2b squared is 4b squared minus 4 times 5 times 6w is 120w, all over 10. Now if we look at what we have under the radical, notice we have a common factor of 4, which is a perfect square. I'm going to factor that out. And have 4 times b squared minus 30w, all over 10. Now I can take the square root of 4, which is 2, and have that come outside the radical. So the 2 comes out, the b squared minus 30w stays inside. And the last step to simplify, notice I have a 2 here, a 2 here, and the 10 is also divisible by 2, so I can reduce each by 2. This will become 1, 1, and 5. When we do that, we get negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 30w all over 5. So realize, sometimes when you use the quadratic formula, your values for a, b, and c might not just be numbers, but might be expressions containing variables.